Steve, you have got to get upstairs. We're talking Playboy Mansion levels of party here. And Torino's looking for you. He wants to know why his newly minted genius is not schmoozing with the stockholders. You okay?
I have become death. Destroyer of worlds.
What?
It's what Oppenheimer said when he tested the bomb.
Let's party. That's what Einstein said when he discovered the theory of relativity.
No, he didn't.
No, he didn't, but he wishes he did.
Just nervous, I guess.
Sure.
Something about this feels wrong.
Well, yeah, you being down here by yourself, that's what's wrong. Look, man, in a week from now, everyone is gonna know your name. And to a 21-year-old, that is rock star status. What you did, what you created, it's gonna change things.
That's what I'm worried about. How about this? Let me finish backing up these files, and then we'll go to the party.
Yes.
No need. I've had that taken care of. I think you'll find everything has been taken care of from now on. Your invention is going to bring this company further than we've ever imagined. When we take care of those who help us.
Well, thank you, Mr. Trina.
Now, the stockholders are growing impatient, and we're all anxious to see your presentation. What's wrong, my boy? You don't like the new office?
Yes, it's very nice. Thank you. I'm just nervous. Public speaking never agreed with me.
Well, you better get used to it. Perhaps this will help.
Hello?
The device you created is dangerous, Mr. Lample.
Who is this?
In the wrong hands, you know what it can do.
I don't know.
Do you really trust Matthew Torino, this company, any of them? Stop looking so worried. They'll know something's up.
Is everything okay?
Now listen, I want you to walk out of the building and never come back.
I don't understand.
If you want a chance to undo what you've done, you'll do exactly as I say.
Why would I want to do that?
Because you know. Inside, you know it's wrong. You created something that oversteps the boundaries of mankind.
What do I do?
What do I do? Well, I suggest you put the phone down right now. Unless this is a dying grandma, you don't need any distractions. Was it?
Was it what?
Was it your grandma?
No. No, sir.
Get together, boy. I'm not about to let $1 billion go down the drain because some punk scientist develops a case of stage fright.
I'll be fine. I just need a minute.
You better get your ass up there. Because I got two of the hottest girls wanting to meet you.
Great. John. Yeah, no, I'll be there in a second. Yes, 2 girls, molten hot. I got it. John, I said I'm coming. John?
Speak to no one. Take nothing with you, no papers, research files, nothing.
Who is this?
Stephen Harding Lample, I'll say this only once more. If you want a chance to undo what you've done, trusting this advice is the only option you've got. Go home, now.
An explosion has rocked the corporate offices of Senecam Biotech Corporation, destroying millions of dollars worth of research and possibly resulting in at least 1 death. It was centered in and around the office of lead scientist Steve Lample. We cannot confirm whether Mr. Lample survived the blast, but reports indicate he was there moments before the explosion occurred. It's too early to tell what caused this, but terrorism has not been ruled out. Federal investigators are on the scene now.
Yeah. Yeah, fine.
He's all set.
Good. Italy's a lovely place this time of year. We're gonna want to go into lockdown for a while. Make sure our security's up to it.
I'll get on it. Anything else?
Once he lands, get him started on the new plan. Let's keep Jake out of the loop on this. The less he knows, the better. We still need 145 running, but
Congressman Dryden is here to see you.
that didn't take long. Send him in, Donna. Bisfall, get off the chair. Bob, you should have called. We could have had lunch.
It's good to see you, Bill. Hello, Max.
Congressman.
Max, would you excuse us for a few minutes? We'll finish up later.
No problem.
Good to see you, Congressman.
You've seen this, of course.
Don't read newspapers much anymore.
No. I asked you to lay low on this kind of thing. We can't afford any of these holier-than-thou scenarios anymore. There are bigger things out there than your little crusade to save the world. NSA is going to be all over this. You know, too much at stake now.
For us? Or are you speaking for yourself?
We're free-falling into the crapper. You know, funding comes at a price, my friend.
Never bothered you before. In fact, I can remember a time when you actually believed in what we were doing.
I have responsibilities.
You've always had responsibilities.
Things have changed. They know.
They. Don't be so Tom Clancy. They who and know what.
I got a call last night from one of my contacts inside SV Ops. They know about your research. They've known about it for some time.
And they just happened to find out. This is my project. You know that. This has nothing to do with government contracts.
They know there's a prototype. They want to see it. Where is the IQ chip? That's what you call it, right?
Gone.
Gone? What do you mean, gone?
Gone. I knew this would happen. I didn't want this to become some military holy grail.
Why is everything so conspiratorial with you?
Because you know I'm right. You know why they want this chip so badly? They could use this chip to control every man, woman, and child.
You see, that's what I'm talking about.
You think Kennedy wanted to go to the moon just to explore space? How about so he could dupe the public into funding rocket research for nuclear missiles? It was for the military. The military always has an agenda. If this chip is mass-produced and sent airborne, it would implant itself into every living being not protected. That potential is far too dangerous. This isn't just some chip that's gonna make a kid's PC run faster.
Well, is there another?
You're relentless. I'm still working with my data.
How long will that take?
As long as it takes.
Not good enough. I need an answer.
Why is that?
Because they know you have it, and I assure you they will stop at nothing to get it. Got it?
Oh, I got it. And they don't.
This cornerback's been dogging us all night. We run this, he'll force us inside again. We gotta get him out of this play. He's all over the place.
Run 69 sweep left.
He's read that play before he broke a huddle the last 2 times. We gotta go around him. I've got an idea.
You got an idea?
Yes, something Jackson and I've been working on for the last 2 weeks.
Why do you do this to me every time?
Because victory tastes better when there's something at stake.
Go, Coach. 10 seconds.
You the man, Nate. Go to it.
So what's your plan?
I don't know, I'll think of something.
Why'd I know you'd say that?
Let's go, Nate! Let's go, Nate! Let's go, Nate!
Remember. Remember.
Ready?
Right! You sure we can do this?
Mind, body, one.
You can't always dodge your problems, Nathan. Meet your problems head on. Sometimes your solutions need to be tested.
Improv is part of the test. Improv is part of the test. Direct approach is the most productive. The direction in life you choose has many options. You need to attack your problems head on, but always follow what's in your heart. And your problems could be met by unseen forces you didn't expect. Embrace each day as if it were your last. Meet it with strength and wisdom. I'll be there for you, Nate. I'll always be there for you. Someday, you will remember.
Nate, you can't keep spying on people. It's illegal.
It's not illegal if the pictures are taken on public property. I promise I'll stay on the sidewalk.
I'm familiar with the law, thanks. Expectation of privacy? Ever heard of it? What are you doing?
Oh, I'm just writing this paper for school tomorrow. How does this sound? Metaphysical treatment or the butcher shop? A theoretical hypothesis for the human healthcare system without the ball and chain of corporate practices. Don't worry, I'll definitely get an A. Mr. Donovan won't have a clue what I'm talking about.
Well?
Murderers shouldn't expect privacy, so it won't be a problem.
You don't even know if he is a murderer.
Dryden was the last one to see my father alive. He knows something. I know it.
Nate, I hate to break it to you, but your father killed himself. It's not a mystery.
Done. My father didn't kill himself, and you know it. So, are you coming?
Can't. I've got a paper to finish, too.
Well, suit yourself. But you'll miss all the excitement. Very nice.
Report 042918. First contact with William's son, Nate. Following a series of unforeseen events, I've decided to put together a digital string of archives to make any connections between William and the IC-187 chip. He's not the same little boy that I remember from his childhood, but I'm confident that by continuing to dig into Nate's past, that certain clues to the chip will become evident.
You see him coming here? Or did you need a Twinkie fix? Well, when you're not too busy, we get back out there and start looking for him. I don't want that punk kid getting away again. Compost. We'll bring him in tonight. As soon as we find him.
The school records have been erased. I just need you to take care of this snoopy cop. Yeah, don't worry about it. I'm gonna bring him in. Hey, kid. Want a ride?
No thanks. I'm all right. My mom always told me never to ride with strangers.
You know that in the ancient Mayan civilization, they actually thought that riding with a stranger could bring you good luck.
Well, they don't hang around here too much now, do they? So, but if I see one, I'll be sure to take a ride with him.
Go to take some more pictures. Nate, I need you to come with me right now. Or
what? How do you know my name?
There's a cop that's gonna arrest you in about 30 seconds if you keep walking. I can keep that from happening. Report 242. After reviewing secret recordings taken through a coffee cup of all things, it revealed Dryden's plans to steal Williams' technology and sell it from underneath him. It also revealed that Dryden had secured a military entity to finance the production of the IC-187 chip, and once he had obtained control of it, planned to force Roger Town to supervise its production.
Mr. Towns, Congressman Dryden here tells me you're our best hope of acquiring the IC-187 chip. I can't tell you how critical it is for the future of our country to have jurisdiction over this technology.
The IC-187 is an intelligence chip. I'm not sure the application fits your profile.
On the contrary, its use against third world aggression alone would be a boon to national security. This administration believes that this device, implanted into every human being, domestic and abroad, will bring us one step closer to world peace. True world order under one rule.
Right. But since this is part biological organism, everything is tied together, like DNA. This could take years. I would need full access to...
Congressman Dryden will assist you with all your needs. He assures us you can deliver this without incident and in a very timely manner. Mr. Towns, this administration is counting on you. Good day, sir.
Look, Robert, you gotta be joking. World domination? A Twilight Zone presentation? I felt like I was in some sort of 50s movie there. Listen, I didn't know you were bringing me here for this. Our deal was sway him away from William, get our own contract, not steal from him.
Don't act so naive, Roger. This is a dirty business. They want something they think you can deliver.
Well, I can't pull years of research out of thin air and make it work. Why didn't they get it from him? Why go through me?
William was a liability. You know, they let him work it out as long as they could, hoping he'd play ball. They found out he's not a very good athlete.
I don't think I can do this.
We're committed. We're not involved, we're committed.
Then go back. Tell them it's not doable. Negotiate for more.
We're not talking about a candy-ass branch of the government that buys $200 hammers. We're talking about freaking giants. Giants that kill other giants. There's no negotiation. There is no excuses. This is about world dominance. You cancel this contract to cancel us. You're saying be afraid. Be very afraid.
Well, then we'll need the patents, research, you know, anything we can get our hands on.
Now you're talking.
You wanted to see me?
A couple of things. I need the latest results on Jake's condition. More importantly, the hounds have been released. Roger's retrieved all my research and what patents we filed. We need to throw them a bone.
Will that get them there?
It's all meaningless without the primer. I encoded all of it so nothing can be duplicated without my presence. He'll figure it out soon enough. If they follow what's on my plans, Lord help them.
When you say throw them a bone...
They don't have the chip. We just have to make them think they do. They'll be convinced they can bargain with the prototype, work for my plans. However, if they come even close to succeeding, once atomized, that chip could destroy half the population.
You think Dryden's behind this?
No. I think he's gone to the dark side. It was just a matter of time. Friendship is a one-way street in politics. He thinks he doesn't need me anymore. We'll see how far he gets. But we need to find out exactly what the towns have in mind.
Security's pretty tight to that gun. I don't think I can get a bug into that room. They check everything coming inside and out.
What does everyone bring to a meeting? Roger loves his coffee. Hello, my name is Roger Town.
Is that leaded or decaf? Very nice. This won't be detected?
Almost 99.9% microscopic paper coprocessors. Intertwined, lacing the cup like threads. So thin, the mass is indetectable.
The heat from the coffee sets off a chain reaction that powers the fibers. They can transmit up to 2 hours. Another product of Bisphald.
Good job, Bisphald. All right, I'll take care of it. We're still keeping Jake out of the loop?
For now. Something happens, 145 needs... They'll have another agenda. And we all know that survival is a part of the game, so that's why extreme measures must be taken every time we meet, gentlemen. You all know our CFO, Ronald Leonard, but I would like to introduce you to our benefactor and new silent partner, Congressman Driver.
It's nice to meet all of you. It is my intention to watch over the development of the new IC-187 chip. I watched it during its initial stages, and I plan to see it through.
As you all know, I worked for many years very closely with William Palmer on the IC-187 chip. And while we may have differed on our ultimate plan, we were always in agreement about what the chip must be. And it will be the congressman here who will help us achieve that goal.
Let me preemptively answer a question that must surely be going through your minds. Why get the government involved? Why not do it in-house? Please let me remind you how deep the taxpayers' pockets are. With government funding behind it, the chip will find its way through production like that.
He's right. Out of pocket, we couldn't afford this, neither can our competitors. Gentlemen, what we have sitting in front of us is the most advanced human innovation since the Manhattan Project. Right now, it's in our control. I give you the IC-187.
I believe Nate will be invaluable in helping us retrieve the chip, though he is still unaware of the true nature and origins of this organization. Getting him in is step one, but getting him to stay and help us is entirely a different matter.
Well, it's a nice little place you got here. This minimalist charm. Okay, what are we doing here?
Thought this would be a good place for us to hang out until your friend in the Hawaiian shirt got tired of chasing you. Thought we could talk for a bit.
You know, I changed my mind. I don't know you. For all I know, you could be wanted by the same cop. And I think I'm safer on my own, so.
Nate, I'd like you to just listen to what I have to say. When I'm done, you can decide whether you want to stay or go take your chances with that cop. But I can assure you those aren't going to be very good from now on.
What are you saying?
My name's Dick Barringer. I run an organization called IQ-145.
You're shooting kind of borderline there with the 145, don't you think?
You should never take things at face value.
Like this meeting?
Perhaps.
Who are you really?
Let's just say I run a think tank and a little more.
A think tank? Haven't heard that in a while. So come on, for real. What are you, CIA? FBI? No, this is one of those great reality shows on Fox.
No.
No. Then what?
Just say we're in the middle of a sensitive project, and we need you to join us.
Oh, let me guess. Your organization needs a new Zoom head to fill the bill so you can get some grant or a government contract or something, right? Well, sorry, Mike, Jake, Harry, whatever your name is. I'm really not interested in filling some quota.
Nate Palmer, born May 31st, 2001, to Victoria and William Palmer. Raised in an affluent suburb of Chicago. Your father discovered you had an exceptional ability at the age of 3. Your genius caused some estrangement with your folks. Your mother thought you should go to a special school. Your father disagreed. They separated when you were 15. Your mother remarried. Your father committed suicide. Mother left your stepfather, who you decided to stay with. You have no other siblings, no other family.
Okay. The only thing you didn't mention was my favorite food. I get it. You know a lot about me. What'd you do? Look me up in the internet?
Government has a lot of files on people they're interested in. Let's just say we have access. But there's only one file that I'm interested in right now. That's all I can tell you. You're free to go.
Or what?
Or we can take this to the next step.
Or guess what's behind door number 2? You haven't told me anything I don't already know.
Oh, but I piqued your curiosity. Told you something you don't understand. Maybe something you find exciting. A little bit dangerous, but you're not quite sure. And there's one other thing. If you do decide to go on, there's no going back. You can never go through that door. Ever.
No paid vacation? What is this sensitive project?
Decide. Stay or...
God, this is bullshit, or what?
Okay, well, why don't you tell me why the police are showing such an interest in you?
Why don't you tell me?
Okay, was it because of some photographs that you took? What did you see?
Nothing.
Was it Congressman Dryden with a woman? Oh, he's a personal friend of your father's, isn't he?
Yeah, so what?
So what did you see?
I told you, nothing.
What were you doing there?
Are you some sort of cop, too? Is that what this is?
Did you know that they found the woman dead this morning?
No.
Did you know her?
Well, I didn't kill her.
What's on this roll of film that these cops seem to be so interested in?
How'd you get that? How do you know so much?
Told you I know a lot about you, probably more than you think. Decide. Look, Nate, this isn't how I wanted this all to go down. But we need you. We need you now. The organization has issued a mandate. They want you. No is not an option.
Why didn't you just say so? All right, what do you want me to do?
Is that your decision? Good. Come. I want you to meet your new partner. He's in.
Maybe you should have just shown this to me at the start. Would have saved you some time.
This is MOM.
Mom? Looks nothing like my mom.
Mobile Operations Menage.
Mobile. We going somewhere?
Nate? This is Beth Brody, your new partner.
Oh, outstanding.
Everyone, this is Nate. We got to fill him in on what's going down tonight. This is Max. He's our lead man. He's been on this from the beginning.
Been on what? Sorry, I'm new here.
6 months ago, CEO of Icon Technologies, Roger Town, and his wife were found burnt to death in their vacation property on Saginaw Island. Their bodies were charred beyond recognition, but the authorities ruled that it was an accident. They were model citizens. There was no sign of foul play. Open and shut case.
The Towns had just completed the prototype on a new nanomicroprocessor, the IC-187 chip. IC-187 is like no other ever developed. It's the first sustained thinking brain of its kind, made from purely organic material. Pre-programmed, this chip could deliver all the knowledge known to man to anyone with this chip implanted in his or her brain. The IQ chip.
Well, maybe I'm crazy, but that sounds fantastic. Why do I sign up?
There's a drawback.
Of course.
It can be programmed with anything and make the subject vulnerable to anything. It can control the mind, the thoughts, the body functions.
As it sits, alone, unaltered, it's beautiful, life-giving. But because of the nature of it, if it were to fall into the wrong hands, it could become a weapon of mass destruction. We need to find it.
So, you're saving society from its own technology. Guys, what are you, like a bunch of neo-Luddites? Wow, okay, so, this chip processor, where is it?
Well, that is the big question. Max, where is it?
They still have it.
They who?
The Towns.
I thought you just said that they found their bodies. What'd they do, take it with them?
It wasn't them in the fire.
Do you even know if this thing really exists? Where are these two?
We're headed there now.
Oh, that was easy. And we're sure they have this IC-187 micro nano processor, right?
We don't know.
But we know where they are.
There is a meeting set, yeah.
A meeting with who? All of us? You? What? Like I said, I'm new here.
Max will be meeting with the towns. He will try to retrieve the chip. I want you and Beth to do backup, and I'd like you to bring your camera to document the whole thing.
You'll need that.
A gun? I don't think so.
You ever fired one before? Pick it up. Pull the trigger a few times, get the feel.
You never said anything about a gun. And I like to do my shooting with the camera.
Max.
What?
I don't think that we need
He needs protection.
Well, I'm not a cop and I'm not a cowboy. Is what we're doing really that dangerous? You asked me to come and document, not be backup for Dirty Harry over here. We're just gonna go in with guns a-blazing? Or are we gonna try and think our way in? A gun seems a bit strange for a think tank operation, or maybe that's just me.
Here's some film. Make sure you keep your camera loaded.
And I got plenty of film, thanks.
This isn't drugstore film, Ansel. This is DCF.
DCF.
It's digital component film.
Digital component film?
That's what I said. There's a layer of digital imaging components embedded into the base of the film. The resolution is 100 times better than the crap you're used to using. Here. Take this. Has a special flash. Just make sure you keep it in manual mode. Be careful. Keep it on manual mode. With the setting on T, it sends an X-ray that's strong enough to penetrate a cement wall 20 feet thick. The film will read what's on the other side.
No doubt.
Wear these when using the flash.
Ooh, stylish.
On some. Look, tonight, just follow my lead. You don't have to worry about anything, just stay close and document. Things usually happen pretty fast, so by the end of the night, you'll fill in the blanks.
I can't emphasize enough how important it is for us to find this chip. Everything will become clear. Excuse me.
Yeah, I hope so.
Max. What are you trying to do? Giving him a gun.
He needs protection.
From what?
I don't know. Maybe from you.
What are you trying to say, Max?
You're putting William's son at risk. He doesn't need to go.
You questioning my motives?
No, all I'm saying is this has become more of an obsession for you since William's death. He doesn't need to go.
He's our only real connection to William. If we don't get what we need from town, then Nate might be able to link us to it. If we get him more involved, he gets more committed. Your job is...
My job?
Your job
My
is
job.
to make sure that he's safe. My job is to secure the chip.
Destination complete. United Center.
You don't go telling me my job, kid.
So this is where the towns are in a skybox? A little risky, don't you think? And what are we supposed to do now?
I don't know. We should have heard from Max by now.
Hey, can I borrow like $5 for a snack? Like some nachos or something? I'm starving.
You know what? Something's not right. We should head back to Mom and wait for Max there.
God, there's no food there either.
Hold on, Taco Bell. We'll find something.
They always have really good food in these skyboxes. I bet Mac's having a good time and they're stuffing his face right now. Let's just go in.
What are you doing?
They don't know me. Let's just go in and see who's inside. Plus, the sooner we find Max in the town, the sooner I can eat. Room service?
Do you think that this is a joke?
Room service.
They're not here and they're probably gonna return. Let's go. Now.
This isn't a game, is it?
Oh my God, somebody's coming.
It's Max.
No, it's security.
No, it's Max right there. I think he's dead.
Rick, they can't find us in here. We have to go. Come on, we have to get back to Mom.
Hey, slow down. Where do you two think you're going?
Nothing. Sorry, we were just gonna get some nachos.
All security going to full lockdown. 4 people down. We need an ambulance. Get a doctor up here right now. Level 4.
From information gathered after the Skybox events, we now know what happened to town. But it also brings up questions about Max's own agenda. We now face potential exposure. I'm gonna have to take evasive maneuvers in order to avoid compromising IQ and its mission.
This can't seriously be the plan, right?
We wait here until we hear from Jake.
You not realize we are now suspects in a quadruple murder case? And in case you've forgotten, quadruple means 4. There are 4 people dead, and the cops are blaming us. I only went with Jake because I was trying to get away from the police.
We're sticking to the plan, okay? This has happened before, and it always works out. Jake will know what to do when he gets here.
Jake will... What is he, a magician? Is he gonna make us disappear? And actually, probably right now, we shouldn't be right out in the open like this.
What, you have another idea?
Yes. Palmer Preserve.
What?
Palmer Preserve. My dad owns it. It's in the middle of nowhere. I used to go hang out there with friends, but nobody knows about it. We can go there for a while and hide out.
No, we have to wait here. Jake said that he would meet us here.
Did you also tell him that we were wanted for murder?
We have a plan, and we're gonna stick to it.
What plan? Unless I'm missing something, nothing went according to plan tonight. Max is dead. We don't have the chip. The cops are after us, okay? When the plans change, Beth, we have to change with them.
You're new, okay? This happens sometimes, and it always works out because we don't act impulsively. We stick to the plans, and we figure things out.
I'm saying let's think, let's figure them out, but do them at Palmer Preserve.
What about Jake?
Jake's not here, is he? Where's Jake? No, I'm done. I'm leaving. Apologize to him for my impulsive behavior. This is not what I signed up for.
Stop, please, don't leave me here alone. What if Jake doesn't come back?
You don't think he's gonna come back now?
Thank you.
Thank you. Must have been pretty hard for you.
Here, we can share. What's the plan?
I don't know. I'll think of something.
What the hell do you want?
Just protecting my investment. You see, if I can find you, there's no telling who else is out there, Mr. Smart Man.
Just keep your end of the deal.
Are you threatening me, Max?
Just keep your distance from the kid. We need him on the street a little longer.
I've got a job to do.
And your job is to find out who hit me and who's got the chip.
Is everything all right? Are you okay in there, Mr. Berenger?
Yeah, I'm fine. Why?
Well, some of the guests, they said they heard a gunshot. I wanted to make sure everything was all right.
It wasn't a gunshot. It was a bottle of champagne I opened for my lady friend. It made a lot of noise. We both got scared. She screamed. It ricocheted off the mirror. And I would like to get back inside, if you know what I mean.
I understand, sir. Again, accept my apologies.
No problem. Good night.
Good night.
Who is it?
Police, Detective Compost.
It's a little early, isn't it, officer?
Sorry to bother you, Congressman. I need to ask you a few questions.
Okay, come on in.
Wasn't sure you two were gonna make it back.
Yeah, well, no thanks to you. Where were you? We could have been killed. We could have been thrown in jail. What were you waiting for?
You were in good hands.
Oh, that's it? That's it? You were in good hands? And hers? You gotta be kidding.
She kept you safe. I was talking to her all night. It's procedure. Get over it.
First off, I'm not getting over anything. And what do you mean you were talking to her all night? You knew he'd be here.
Yes. He's always here.
So why this big act? Why wouldn't you bring us in earlier?
We couldn't afford you leading everyone back to us last night.
Oh, that's good. You just sit back and let us take the heat. And you just pull me in by pretending to be all helpless? So this is just a big game. You know what? I'm really done playing this time. I'm leaving.
Chicken.
Program error. Program error.
Fried chicken.
What?
It's your favorite food.
I'm sorry if I hurt you. Okay, we needed to make it
secure. I know.
You can't go out there now. The police are after you. We have to stick together.
Well, and I want to know everything right now. I want to know why I'm really here, why you really need me.
Your father ran a company called Myquin. And it wasn't just government contracts like you thought. He created IQ-145. This was all his.
No, he didn't. He never told me anything.
The towns were members of his group. In fact, they were about the only two people that he trusted. He welcomed them into his inner circle. They ran Myquin while he stayed focused on development. Your father was a genius, unlike anyone else. He was the one who developed the IC-187.
My father. If this is another one of your concocted stories to get me to stay here.
Now listen, we know that the towns stole your father's project and most likely planned his suicide, along with the aid of Congressman Dryden. He took your father's government contracts and gave them to the towns in exchange for the chip.
The towns and Dryden, they're responsible for his... I knew it. I knew it because I knew my father. And I knew he would never have killed himself, not like that. Ever. I thought for the longest time that Congressman Dryden was behind it. And I'll tell you why. Because they were best friends, they were college roommates, and then the night before he died, I walked in on them having a fight.
This is not about friendship, Bill. I saw another opportunity, and I took it.
And you're a liar. You're screwing me and everything I worked for the past 15 years.
You're the one that refused to play by the book, going out on those crusades, risking everything. I begged you to turn over your research. We could have stayed partners, but you were too busy playing God.
So you steal from me? Make a few bucks, hand the government the next doomsday device. Let the technology ravage the landscape. You don't have any idea what this technology can do. We should be worrying about how to put this back in the box, not how much money you can make.
Why are you so afraid of your own technology? You act like I'm some kind of Satan looking for a few bucks to destroy the world.
Everything we did, everything, was to keep things in check so greed and power didn't result in murder or mass destruction.
Your research wasn't funded by some lemonade stand on the side of the road. Walk away, walk away. You were provided with unlimited resources. I facilitated that. Why didn't you give them what they paid for? It's not for you to decide how they use it.
What, disregard the moral consequences?
Absolutely.
Yeah, let them make the choices because they have the checkbook.
It kept you in business, didn't it?
Fine.
Yeah.
Fine. Just remember, when you hit that first stumbling block, I won't be there to help you.
It didn't have to end like this.
Yeah, it did.
You did the right thing.
Thank you, Max. You've been a good friend.
So it's done then?
No. It's just beginning. Phoenix mosorior riri ortis, exinis cineris.
Phoenix shall rise from the ashes. So, I always thought that Dryden was responsible for his death. I couldn't prove anything. He's so well protected.
The good congressman was found dead this morning, and I'm assuming they're going to try to connect you to it somehow.
What?
Someone wants you out of the way pretty bad. They've even got a gun with your prints on it.
You ever fired one before? Pick it up. Pull the trigger a few times, get the feel.
So overnight, I am now public enemy number one?
It was always your father's intention that you play a major role in this organization. He left behind a detailed plan on how he wanted to bring you in. Many of the files are very heavily encrypted. We're still trying to unlock them. He had a very clear vision of what he wanted for you. We're just a little unclear of what that is right now.
You said you knew my father. You gave me that baseball.
You know what? I want you to have this ball. You need to have this ball.
Wow. What do you say?
Thank you.
No problem. It was a long time ago. You have an excellent memory.
You already knew that.
Of course.
If this is what my father intended for me, I have to see it through.
Okay. We'll leave for Florida first thing in the morning. 07:30.
Florida?
Marathon Key. We got a message last night that the towns may have met with someone down there before they came to Chicago. If there's another prototype chip out there, we've got to retrieve it. We had an operations malfunction. We have to get this system running before the morning.
Well, looks like another all-nighter.
I have an errand to run.
What?
I'll be back by the morning, I promise, but I have to do this.
Nice knowing you.
I didn't expect you to understand.
You're right, I wouldn't. It's too risky.
Yeah, well, that's it. That's the difference between you and me. Because you come first. And you'd never risk that.
We're leaving at 07:30. If you're not back, you're on your own.
I don't know what to say. You brought me to this place. So here I am, I guess. Tell me what to do. I can't believe the Cubs haven't traded him out yet. He's completely ineffective after 3 innings. I mean, what, he's got to be, now, come on, what, 50? Something like that?
You got a problem with that?
For a starting pitcher? Yeah.
He's not 50, maybe 49.
Oh, 49. Okay. What he should do, here's what he should do. I just figured it out. He should disappear for a while. And give the fans a chance to remember how great he was. You know, he was so great back in the day. Probably just got too much on his plate now, you know? He'd be better off as a manager or something.
Well, I think there's a lot left in him. He had 7 strikeouts in 3 innings. That's not too bad.
For an old guy, yeah.
For an old guy.
Maybe you should just let someone else younger step in for him, you know? Someone who can play the game now. Baseball was very different 30 years ago. How many trips do you think you took?
Probably 15, all said and done.
Mom sure hated it when you'd leave. But I think she may have hated it even more when you came back. Seriously, though, why'd you go so many times? What were you looking for? I thought Indiana Jones was my dad for a while.
There was a lot to learn from the Mayans. They had a scientific community thousands of years ahead of its time. Plenty of secrets yet to unfold.
Well, did you use any of your findings here?
Picked up a few gems. That's a symbol of human life, of the successive becomings of man. It shows that the Mayans believed in reincarnation, that life is eternal. But what is that?
Mom,
Your mother left for many reasons.
She wanted me to go to a special school, didn't she? You didn't. I always wanted to know why.
Because I want you to experience real life. To discover that you have the power to change things. To become a better man through the things you do than by the books you read. Pacto sunt potentiora verbis. Use all your skills. The direction in life you choose has many options.
Put your hands on your head!
Max is gone, and I'm trying to decipher a massive revenue loss to Mike and subsequently to William. There's no way that these two events are not connected to the chip. We're either getting closer, or there are powers out there that are moving it further away. We're being misled. But by who?
Here's the Rockland paper. I downloaded all the repair files from Langley. Used that new program that Max designed. Worked great.
You got a line yet?
Almost. The operating core is back. There are just a couple of other downloads left.
GlobalNet was compromised yesterday, along with 4 other online brokerage and banking concerns. The FBI is looking into it, as is the Federal Trade Commission and every other internet cop out there. Delta Financial, as well as several others, including Mike, were unable to access their accounts for 8 hours. The estimated loss in revenue was $800 million, maybe more.
It's a lot of money to lose in 8 hours.
I don't think it was lost.
Then?
Diverted. We just need to figure out by who.
Why not let the feds?
Well, because 4 of the companies are foreign. They think it might have been some kind of hacker prank. Several other non-commissioned sites were hit as well. They think it was a diversion. We're the only ones who know about the revenue loss. We were contacted privately. Seems somebody wants to keep the fact that they were stung a secret. Especially Mike.
And Florida?
We need to figure out who that somebody is. And it's 7:20.
And Boy Wonder hasn't returned. What a surprise.
Did you check the portal?
No sign. You know, I don't care if he's William's son. I think that he's arrogant and wish we could just forget about him. We'd do fine without him.
And how do you think this would work with just the 2 of us?
Who else did Mike recommend? There has to have been somebody more qualified than the rebel without a cause.
The encrypted files that William left behind are all pointing us in a new direction. They're pointing to Nate. He possesses something that we need to investigate further.
No, it isn't humility. I can't imagine any trait that he has that we would need. He's annoying, he's a perv. You know, I wish you would have discussed this with us, me, before you made the decision.
The decision was made for us. I think your judgment is clouded. You need to get over it.
Well, he's not one of us. He'll never be one of us.
Beth is struggling to establish a healthy working relationship with Nate. Her sheltered life has given her no exposure to attachment, and it confuses her. I need her to stay focused and avoid having her emotional disconnect drive Nate away.
What is it?
It's him. He's checked into the police station.
Hello?
Jen, did I wake you?
What time is it? Nate?
Yeah.
Where are you?
Look, I'm in jail. McIver Park, I think.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine, but I need your help.
Again.
Jen?
What happened? Are you...
I think I'm only in for a traffic violation and running from the police.
Do they know? I mean, is that all?
I don't think the police know exactly who I am. They think I'm Paul Berenger. See, they gave me some sort of special ID, so
I haven't been linked to anything. At least not yet, but I need
to get out of here before that happens.
Who's they?
I'll explain later, but I've got to make bail.
The police were at my house last night.
I need your help.
Speeding, reckless endangerment of personal property, assault with a deadly weapon. God, what did he do? And running from the police.
Did you change all of his records, DMV?
Thorough and complete. He's definitely not who he thinks he is anymore. Even swapped out his fingerprint records. Of course, I did all this before I knew who he was.
Gotta get him out of there before something slips by.
I thought you said he was on his own last night.
No more discussions. Nate is 145. He's one of ours now.
How do you know he wasn't running from us? How do you know that he's gonna be back?
Because he's too much like his father. He said he'd be back. How far is he away from here?
About 30 minutes, maybe 45 to an hour during this time.
Tell Mom where we're going. We'll pick him up on the way. Looks like someone real important cares about you. You got bail. Free to go.
What time is it?
9. You can pick up your stuff at the cage. They'll process you out.
What about my motorbike?
I don't think it's been picked up from impound yet. Maybe it's still there.
Great.
They'll take care of you from here.
Jen.
So sorry I'm late. I got a ride from Taryn. What's going on?
So you didn't bail me out?
Not yet. I just got here.
Well, someone did.
Well, who else did you call?
No one, just you.
Was it them?
Who knows anymore? Look, I gotta get back, so you better...
Oh, wait, that's it? You better leave. Thanks for coming.
Jen.
I'm going with you.
You can't.
I'm going.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am. There's nothing you can do to make me change my mind.
You don't even know where I'm going. Look, I am wanted for murder here. Okay, I cannot let you get involved in this.
I'm already involved. I've been involved since we were 4 years old. I'm not letting you walk out of my life again.
I honor, I cherish your friendship, but I cannot ask you to jeopardize your life for me. I don't know what you're asking.
Look, I stayed up all last night thinking about you, about this. I swore if I saw you, I'd never leave you again. We grew up watching each other's backs. You helped me through some hard times. I need to be here for you.
I can't.
I'm going, and that's it. So come on before they realize they've made a mistake.
Hey, nice shirt.
No one cleans this place up anymore.
The night shift. Bunch of pigs.
Coffee?
No, thanks. I'll get some out of the machine. Say, I thought you might want to know. A DMV check came through that matches your boys. You still not want me to run this wide?
Who's Paul Berenger?
Evidently, he was arrested with the bike. Seems to be registered to him today, too. Ring a bell?
No, I don't recall his name on a list of friends.
You want me to call them, see if they'll hold him until we get there?
No, that's all right. I'll check into it.
Someone bailed him out.
Who?
Probably one of his buddies.
No, it's too quick for that. Someone else.
He's probably on his way to Mexico.
We've got to find him. It's too dangerous for him out there. Someone else knows where he is. They want him out on the street unprotected.
Who?
Well, that's a leading question.
If he didn't find us at our last location, where would he go?
Someplace safe.
Palmer Preserve. My dad owns it. It's in the middle of nowhere. I used to go hang out there with friends, but nobody knows about it. We can go there for a while and hide out.
Palmer Preserve. It's some sort of hangout, a meeting point. I'm sure he knows that's where I would think to look.
How far?
Not too. You were right. The girl didn't bail him out. So who?
Someone who needs Nate as much as we do.
What aren't you telling me?
I think that Nate knows where the IC-187 chip is.
And why is he playing this game?
I'm not sure. Everything in the encrypted files so far connects him together with this biological carbon intelligence.
A memory?
Or something that he saw once, I'm not sure.
A perv with a secret, great combo. Why don't we just ask him?
My guess is that he knows something he doesn't know he knows. And I'm sure that after last night, he doesn't trust us too much.
Palmer Preserve, 1 minute.
Let's hope he's here. We need to bring him in. We need him to survive.
Let me speak to Mr. Leonard.
Who is this?
Ben Compost.
Who?
Look, just tell him I'd like to speak to him.
What is this regarding?
I came into possession of something he might be interested in. Let's just say the stockholders at Icon would be very interested in what I have.
Mr. Leonard is a very busy man. He can't be bothered right now.
I'm not bothering him, asshole. I'll tell you what. I'll be down there in 1 hour. Oh, by then he won't be so busy.
Think they'll know where to go?
Well, if they want me, they'll figure it out. Oh, see? It's them.
Well, the prodigal perv. How was jail? They feed you well.
Nice to see you, too.
What's up with her?
She's just upset because I seem to have a life.
Right. Tell me more tales, Aesop. Look, now that your little rendezvous is over, we have to go, so if you don't mind, say goodbye to your little friend.
My name is Jen.
Whatever. We have to go.
She's going with us. I'll just put the bike in back.
I don't think so. She can't go with us.
Why?
Because she's not a 145.
No, actually, she's more like a 165.
Right.
Right. If she's not going, I'm staying. Simple. You need me, I need you. She's going. Done. Excuse me.
He was here?
He brought a guest.
Guest?
Ginny Baker.
Where's Nate?
Right here.
You're late, my boy. Trouble seems to follow you. I warned you that it wasn't safe for you out there. Why did you bring the girl? She can't stay.
It's Jen.
She's my responsibility, all right?
And you're mine now.
You want me, I'm here. She's with me.
We're secure. Marathon key. So, you have any idea who bailed you out?
You didn't?
No. Any ideas?
No, I only called Jen. How did you find out?
Your ID card is encoded. Jenny, what do you do?
I graduated a semester early. I don't have a job yet.
No, I mean, what do you do? What skills do you employ?
I'm not sure what...
Look, she's not here to...
Nate, I'm trying to make an assessment here. She's here now. You've broken our security by bringing her here. I'm trying to justify the action.
Yeah. Let her tell us. What skills does she have to offer other than a high school diploma?
Well, actually, I did graduate high school, but I was talking about college. I just finished college a semester early. I met Nate about 12 years ago when we went to a special school together until he left. I continued on. I'm fluent in 5 languages. I have a master's in chemical and bioengineering, a minor in political science and world affairs. My thesis was just published in Time magazine about the inflated overgrowth and the economic development of the internet and what that means for Wall Street in the near future. I give it 5 years before we have a major crash. Could be less.
Well, I don't think Jen has anything to prove. I'm not gonna put her in any jeopardy.
Well, you've already done that by being acquainted. Your skills are sufficient. She's fine.
I have a question. Who are you people?
Mr. Leonard, please.
May I say what this is about?
Ben Compost. He's expecting me.
There's a Ben Compost to see Mr. Leonard. He says he has an appointment. Someone will be right with you. Would you please wait over there?
Thanks.
Mr. Compost, Charlie Garrison. I'm one of Mr. Leonard's associates. Can I help you?
I'd like to speak to Mr. Leonard.
I understand. You'll need an appointment. Mr. Leonard's not available right now, but if there's something I can do for you...
Yeah. You can walk over that phone and tell the busy Mr. Leonard I have something I'm sure he wants.
Mr. Leonard doesn't make purchases. I can lead you down to those
Stop playing
offices,
games with me, Mr. Garrison. You know why I'm here. You know what I have. Let's cut through the bullshit and get down to business, shall we?
Sorry, I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. You just tell your boss he has 24 hours to respond or I'm taking it someplace else. Here's a number where we can leave a message. Nice tie.
worried about me?
Actually, I was hoping you wouldn't come back.
Oh, I'm sensing some hostility there. That warm welcome must have worn off. Actually, I was coming to thank you for picking us up. You know right where to find me.
You're obviously not that hard to find.
I was being chased.
No kidding.
Not by the police, by somebody in a red Ford. Followed me from my stepdad's house.
Yeah, you know, all the bad guys drive red Fords. I should have warned you. What brought you back here?
What?
What made you come back?
If a blind man has to choose his own path, which do you think he's gonna pick? To gain his sight and lose his freedom? Or go through life and experience everything in darkness?
A fool has eyes but cannot see.
So you think I'm a fool?
I think that... It doesn't matter what I think.
I think you were worried about me.
I was not worried.
You were. I think you maybe even missed me a little.
I did not miss you.
You missed me. Starved, haven't eaten all day. Hey, I don't think you guys snacked.
Have a seat.
This part is cool. What?
What?
It'll take 36 hours travel time. That doesn't give us much time to initiate our plan.
What is our plan?
Well, that's what we need to figure out right now. The folks at Myquin are getting understandably anxious. Losing that much money could put them into a serious bind.
It seems as if Myquin was hit the hardest. The others contacted us.
I'm not quite up to speed here. What's the relationship with Myquin?
Myquin is the parent company to this organization. It was my father's company. I didn't know about any of this till yesterday. It's all been a big secret from me. I had no idea, but something about it does keep pinging a memory. I just can't put my finger on it.
Probably something you ate.
What does that mean? Myquin. Such an odd name.
Well, I'm not sure that anybody really knows. He was always giving things odd names. He had a dog named Bisfald and a bird named Comtech.
Who names their dog Bisbald?
Well, if you asked him, he'd say something profound, and you probably still wouldn't understand.
Mary is quite interested in nothing.
What?
Myquin, it's an acronym. He used them all the time, of course, that's what it is.
What does it mean?
He told me this one all the time. Mary is quite interested in nothing. That's pretty bizarre, right?
Well, that's meaningless. I don't get it.
No. See, on the contrary, he always would make up these funny phrases to make a point about something. Mary got something from nothing. Mary was his device for purity. She gained knowledge from everything around her. She always learned. And he said, never expect anyone to give you all the answers because answers are meaningless if there are no questions. You gotta search out and find the truth in the void of reality.
Wow. It's really amazing stuff.
Well, sometimes this stuff didn't mean anything to anybody but him, you know, and he'd have these word games where he'd have more than one acronym per word. He had a ball, drove my mother nuts. Even though he always had a way of saying something in a brilliant fashion, he always reminded me of one thing that was more important than anything else he could say. Facto sunt potentiora verbis.
Deeds are more powerful than words.
He wanted to change things. He wanted to make a difference. I didn't think he had the power. I guess that's why I'm here. I guess that's why we're all here. He gave us the power.
There was something unique about Nate's selective memory and how he observed the blocks becoming unblocked and the emergence of repressed events. It's almost like his memory is being rebooted. I can't quite put my finger on it, but he's definitely putting things together more quickly than anticipated.
What was it?
Not really sure.
What do you think he wants?
Said he has something for you.
Where did he come from? Is he a Fed?
Didn't fit that type. He may have been a cop, but he didn't show a badge.
Must be some practical joke. Would he?
You gonna call security? Involve the authorities? This guy might be a little weird. He said something about a 24-hour deadline.
No, let's leave it internal, Charlie. I'm sure it's nothing. What time is that planning meeting?
3:30.
Push it to 4:30. I have to run out and pick up something for Amanda.
We have people who do that for you, sir.
No, it's okay. If she thought I had someone else go out and pick up our anniversary present, she'll, well, you know.
Right. After 2 wives, you'd think I'd know these things. I'll reschedule. Anything else?
Nothing right now. Thank you.
Here's a list of the other companies that were hit. Computer shows nothing but a random hit except for one, Triocorp. Seems the acquisition of these funds is an electronic overlay, some sort of patch. Anyone trying to access a site was immediately diverted somewhere else. It was a ricochet.
I've heard of them. Triocorp, pharmaceuticals and advanced artificial life support systems. Think they're based out of Alexandria, Virginia.
How hard were they hit?
Not sure yet. It's a public company, but they haven't released any statements regarding this. It seems that they don't want the other stockholders to panic.
Other stockholders? What's the connection?
It looks as if Mykewin owns 51%.
Is someone trying to put Mykewin out of business? Who?
Our computer is trying to figure out the hacker's origin. Unfortunately, we still aren't running at 100%.
Okay, who's our liaison at Mykewin?
Harlan Mandelberg.
How do we get in touch with him?
What questions do you have, Mr. Palmer?
Mandelberg. Right. So we are being monitored here. Can you see me too?
Yes.
I'll remember to close the door the next time I use the little boy's room.
So what is your question? I can't keep this line open.
All right, what is the interest in Triocorp?
Tricorp has holdings in several companies.
Yes, I understand that, but Triocorp, for instance, do they develop anything that might be used by Mykewin for research or their own further experimentation? Is there any other connection?
To date, Mykewin owns 51% of the stock.
All right, who is this guy? I'm getting jerked around here again.
This guy's your liaison?
Harlan's a computer. Beauty and brains.
Our contact is a computer.
Yes, and one who is not allowed to give out information on an unsecured means.
And you were gonna tell me that?
When you were finished being such a compelling detective, Mr. Clouseau.
All right, you two, we're trying to get something accomplished here.
Device disconnect.
Shut down the monitors. It's impossible to get a secure transmission out here. Only use Harlan when necessary.
You know, I don't find getting my tail jerked all that necessary.
Don't sell Harlan short. He's got access to more information than the CIA.
Doesn't mean I trust him.
He doesn't trust you either.
So how do I get this?
The information that you requested has already been sent. It's been downloaded and encrypted. All you've got to do is bring it up.
So, what does this have to do with IC-187 chip?
What?
So there is something. Was this the quest for the Holy Grail?
Why do you think there's a connection between the two?
Because things don't add. I think it's a diversion to get us out of Chicago.
Mykewin gave us these orders.
I'm new here, but couldn't it be someone on the inside setting this all up?
It could be. And I think sending us to Florida puts us on ice for a few days while our friends in the Windy City play a game of keep away.
And what about the $800 million in lost revenues? How are you so sure that that's not real?
I didn't say it wasn't real. I think it's part of a global plan to put Mykewin on a different agenda.
Yeah, bankruptcy. How do you know?
I don't know. I just do. Look, what other companies affected by this did Mykewin have holdings in? We need to find this out.
Well, I told you, only Triocorp.
No, there's got to be other connections, and I don't think they were random. Cross-reference them somehow. Did any of them do business? Other names, banks, sister companies?
Yeah, I can do that. Won't take long.
Is there any way to communicate in a secure fashion with Harlan?
And here I thought you two weren't going to be friends. I can send a microtext encryption as soon as we get back online.
Great, whatever that is. I think we should turn around and head back.
Well, what about the $800 million?
Well, let's get a hold of our man in the keys and put him in a stall. It'll be pretty hard to hide that kind of money for long.
How sure are you?
A gut feeling at best, but it might be gas.
Turn around, Mom. We're going back. 4th and Lakeshore.
Oh, and by the way, his dog Bisfald, big in size for a little dog. He could really bite.
Sandy, I'm going to run an errand. Anniversary.
I can have someone do that for you.
No, it's okay. Something I need to do.
Well, should I push your 3:30?
Charlie Garrison's already taken care of that, and I won't be long. Well, do me a favor. See if Sam DeRossi's in town. See if he can meet me downstairs for a drink around 7.
Anything else?
No, thanks.
Compost.
What do you want?
Who is this?
You're not a very bright man. You called on me.
Mr. Leonard.
What is it you want?
Same thing you want.
And what's that?
Money, power.
And you know what I want.
And the IC-187 chip.
It doesn't exist.
Oh, it exists, or you wouldn't have even called me back. I commend your semi-competent assistant for giving you the message.
It died alongside the towns, if there was such a thing. There's no real evidence that it existed in the first place.
I see the towns didn't catch in on their little plan. Didn't even contact you.
They died 6 months ago. How could they?
How stupid do you think I am, Mr. Leonard?
I'm not quite sure. I'm trying to form an open-minded opinion right now. So tell me, where are the towns and the IC-187?
They met an untimely death. But it was more like 2 days ago. And as for the chip, I have that in my possession. But I guess the most important question is, Mr. Leonard, how badly do you want it?
This gut instinct of yours is a big risk, don't you think?
Well, you've risked everything else up till now on this. And isn't this why I'm here? Aren't I supposed to be some sort of connection to my father's work? Well, let's cut the crap and get down to business.
Well, your father did want you in this organization, that much is true, but we need a solid plan before we go waltzing into the city looking for a needle in a haystack. You're the most wanted man in the Midwest right now. It's not safe.
Oh, so now you're worried about me. A few days ago, that wasn't an issue. And as for the plan, I work best on the fly. Should have been in your files, shouldn't it?
I might remind you, Mr. Palmer, that this is no high school football game where the only thing at risk is points on the board. You are here for a reason, but I don't want to risk the integrity of this organization. We can't afford it.
Hey, look at this. There's more to it than you think. 26% of the companies that were hit, Mike Wynn owned more than 50% of the stock. The other 74 they owned under 5 or none, but out of that 74, 30% did direct business with them and 65% used some of the same financial services. 25% were completely unrelated fields, textiles, food, coffee, and there's an alligator farm in Florida that just went public about 2 years ago.
Okay, we are completely back up and online 100%. A simple thank you would be nice.
Thanks.
Forget it.
Hey, look, I got something.
What?
This company keeps coming up. It seems an obvious omission from all the others, yet it has a networking of ties throughout. Strange.
How so?
Well, I found a communication link between it and Mike Wynn. I can't be sure until I can hack access into their mainframe.
Which company is it?
Icon. Icon Technologies.
Well, I think we found our chess partner. I told you she was good.
Hello?
Ron.
Sam, glad you're in town.
Looking forward to this. I'm about 5 minutes out.
I'll meet you downstairs in the Sky High bar.
Great.
Well, this place sure has a whole new personality to it.
It's her mood.
Her mood?
Mom.
It's, soothing, don't you think?
She's pensive. Wants us to give it much thought before we act. She senses some danger.
Calm before the storm.
Yeah, something like that. Just
Sorry, go ahead.
No, you.
No, really.
No. I insist.
I was just gonna say, I think that's the first time we've spoken 2 words to each other without exchanging hostilities. It was nice. Sorry, what were you gonna say?
I was going to say that I think you're a jerk.
This might be fun. I think she likes me.
We have to make a decision. Florida's on hold for the moment, but it won't take much to raise suspicions, especially after what happened 2 nights ago. We don't have much time. What's your plan?
Are we planning on leaving it up to Wonder Boy here?
Well, if you have another plan, by all means, share it.
Yeah, I'd love to hear it, and especially if it's anything like the last plan you all came up with. Should be pretty entertaining.
Well, I think we should turn back around, head down to Florida, and work with someone who can give us some help.
As much as I'd like to spend some time in the sun, too, it's not a good idea. We need to take a close look at Icon. Find out who's contacting Myquin's computer.
It could be any one of your father's ex-employees.
Oh, great. Who is it? What does he want? How did he get in? Did he set off the ricochet?
He was probably just sending an old friend an email.
Maybe. I doubt it.
So when you say take a closer look, what do you mean?
We go up to that corporate office and look around. Jen can stay here and keep trying to hack in. We'll just help her a little, that's all. I really think what we're looking for is on that 63rd floor.
Are you just planning on walking in and asking for the access code number?
No, you and I are going into that office. I was thinking of us as a team.
I would rather be a free agent. Why don't you and Miss.com go on a recce, and I will stay behind and support you from here.
Because Jen doesn't have as much experience in these things as you do. I already know how you're going to be in the field. I'll get to be more careful now that I know how you are, and I'll get the chance to watch over my own back rather than worry about hers.
Nate's team leader. What he says goes. I'm putting a time limit. Go do what you have to do. Be back in 45 minutes. We'll reassess.
That doesn't give us much time.
It's all the time you'll need.
How do we...
How are we getting in?
Yes, Mr. Team Leader, how are we getting in?
I'm not sure, but I'll figure something out.
Oh, great. We're gonna end up in jail.
Take the I-17 pack. Nate, bring your camera, document. I'll keep the two-way open. Better get started. Beth, take him through the WI gateway.
Sure. Be safe.
Yeah, no sweat.
Come on, Team Leader. What are you doing?
What does it look like?
I thought you said you knew where you wanted to go.
I do. I'm just double checking.
And?
And I was right, 63rd floor. Hey, there's a package. Let's make a delivery.
Federal offense.
Don't make me hit you. Just go pick it up.
Is your arm broken?
I'm team leader, remember?
Hey, what are you doing? Put that down, that's my package.
Everything all right here? I'm a cop.
What's going on, Nate?
I just ran into an old friend. I think you know him too.
You better get out.
Well, we're separated at the moment.
What's he doing here?
I don't know. I was hoping maybe you could help me with that one. It's way too big of a coincidence. Look, is there just a back door out of this place or something?
Nate, what are you doing here?
Oh, I'm sorry. Ronald, this is Nate Palmer, a young friend of mine.
If you'll excuse me.
I'll catch up with you shortly.
It was a pleasure meeting you.
What are you doing here? Where are your friends? I thought you were dead. This game just keeps getting weirder. You set me up. No. I'm protecting you. From what? Should I go through the list? We have to get out of here now. What? It's for your own good. Now. What about Beth? It's too late for her. What? Phoenix Moss Oriora Ririotis ex sinis cineris. No. Now. No.
William kept it out of our reach, but he always kept it close enough so that we'd be protecting it. I knew Nate was the key. I always knew that. But I never thought. He never expected us to find the real one. Town's chip has been destroyed, but I know where the real one is.
Looks like he's out of danger. Test is complete.
Good.
Chip is functioning
Functioning normally. No damage to the cortex, no signs of
occlusion. So,
It's very healthy, unlike the others.
Unlike the others? You mean unlike Jake's? The one I have? Kept me out of the loop for too long, Max. This isn't about saving the world from the corrupt use of technology anymore. This is about saving him. Isn't it? He had the real chip the whole time. This was all just a ruse. To flush out the fake one? Revenge? He made artificial intelligence, and when he experimented on us, William made a promise that he was gonna see this through. That we were gonna be okay. We were the real prototypes. And for that, we're dying? Sorry. I need this. I'm just seeing to it that his promise is fulfilled.
Max, what's going on? Max, what's going on?